Hello, my name is Aarti Vincent. I moved to Melbourne 17 years ago from Delhi. I started working with Barry. I did some plays with Ranjit Kapoor. Sometimes people say, "Oh, we just look at you and we laugh." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. I don't know if that's a compliment, but I'll take it." And I'm like, that's great opportunity to get stage time, but I want to get on the stage and I want to be known for my talent. When you love what you do, it actually makes you forget your personal challenges. If your child comes and tells you, I want to be an artist, I want to be an actor, I want to be a musician, I want to be a comedian, get behind them. Let them follow their dreams. Hello, I'm Aarti Vincent, and this is my story. Hello, my name is Aarti Vincent. I moved to Melbourne 17 years ago from Delhi, and now I call myself a Delburnian. And I've got a husband, I've got a beautiful daughter, she's 11 years old. I'm a Melbourne based comedian slash actor slash producer as well. So that's me in a nutshell.
Can you tell us about your journey briefly from theatre in Delhi to comedy in Melbourne?
So my journey from theatre in Delhi, I started doing theatre in Delhi when I was still in college. And I started working with Barry. I did some plays with Ranjit Kapoor. And then I did that for a very long time. I moved to Melbourne and I wanted to focus only on acting and stuff like that, creative performances. I went and auditioned for a play here. Those days they used to have that leader newspaper. I saw that ad. They were auditioning for a British play based on a British family in Great Britain. So I said, "Oh yeah, I can do it." And my husband said, "Oh, you wouldn't get selected." I was like, "Why not?" So I went there. I went for an audition. I had no idea. I was just 10 days old in Melbourne, or rather new in Melbourne. And then I was like, "Okay, no, I'll go." And I went there. I auditioned. Like I had no idea, how the whole dynamics work out, the color dynamic. And I'm like, okay. Came back after 2 weeks. I got a call from the director saying that, "Oh, you didn't get through, but it was a good audition." I was like, "Oh, great." He's like, "Next time." I was like, "Yep, sure." Then I started working as a producer in an advertising agency. And after I think 7 or 8 months, when I was literally got to know the culture here, the color dynamics here, I was like, "Oh, that's why I did not get the role, because I don't fit into a British family." Then I forgot about acting and all that, like, "Oh yeah, forget about it. And I was having fun as a producer with an advertising agency. Then I had a child. I took a break from work. After she was, I think, 4.5, 5-ish, I was like, I don't think I want to be just a mother. That's not me. I just want to go. I want to contribute. I was like, what can I do? And I thought, you know what, let's just get on stage again because I do love the stage. Absolutely love it. But then I was like, I can't wait for some director to, cast me. So I said, I'll do my own stand-up comedy, write my own content, go on stage, perform, and here I am.
What challenges did you face at your initial audition in Melbourne?
The British play, that I talked about. There was no problem as such. Everyone was very friendly. I didn't even know that I didn't fit in there. But yeah, it's just something that, yeah, after that, I don't think I've auditioned for plays or anything. Yeah.
Why did you decide to pursue comedy?
I have a very good comedic timing. So even when I do stage acting or anything, it's the timing is just perfect. People just laugh. And all my directors when I was doing theater, they actually told me their feedback was always perfect for me, which was actually kind of annoying because I was like, come on, tell me something that I can do better. But whenever I did not do a comedic role, they had loads of feedback for me to improve and work on. And in real life also, people find me funny. People laugh. I make people laugh. Sometimes people say, "Oh, we just look at you and we laugh." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. I don't know if that's a compliment, but I'll take it. But yeah, so I think it's the comedic timing. I do have a good comedic timing. And that's what I thought, okay, let's do comedy.
What obstacles have you encountered as a comedian?
Obstacles, I don't focus on external obstacles too much as a person because they're not in my control. I wish, like, sometimes I wish I was younger when I started doing it, because you do get typecast after a certain age and you just want to finish your work and go home, you don't hang out with people so much and, stuff like that. That is one thing, but mainly it's the internal obstacles for me, that I have to overcome and I had to overcome. And it's only the internal chatter, right? So which you can work on and you can overcome it. Like, I'm not good enough, or or that person is so much better than me, or will I ever get that amount of success? So these are the obstacles you overcome, you work on yourself, and that's in your control. But external obstacles as such, because there's so much of that, people are focusing on diversity. So sometimes what happens is that you get on a lineup because you're a female of a color, and I'm like, that's great opportunity to get stage time, but I want to get on the stage and I want to be known for my talent, because I'm really good. So there's a double whammy there, when you try to be diverse and inclusive. Like, yes, I like that. I'll milk it. I'll take it. But end of the day, you want to be known because you are genuinely funny and genuinely good at what you do.
Can you share a memorable moment from your comedy journey so far?
Every gig is a memorable gig for me, like when people laugh, that's memorable, and when people after the gig they come and they compliment you, oh, you are so funny, you were great, that's amazing. Recently I did festival shows with Adelaide Fringe Festival, and when your colleagues make Instagram stories about you, that's very flattering actually, because no one does that. Like, comedians are very self-absorbed people, no one does stories like that. So there's this girl, she's lovely, she's a gorgeous, she's an Indian girl, she's based in Adelaide, and she's a filmmaker and everything. She's achieved a lot, and she made a story, also literally obsessed with Aarti Vincent, that was quite sweet. And then there's another lady, Libby Parker, she's also a known name in Adelaide artist world, and she did a story called I Don't Know What You Have to Do, but you have to go and watch Ari on stage. She's hilarious, with a superstar caption. I'm like, oh, that's sweet, that's really wonderful. So that warms your heart.
How do you incorporate your cultural background into your comedy?
Like, I'm a Hindu married to Catholic, so there's a cultural thing there, the religion thing. So, like, as a Hindu family, we never, like, especially our parents, they don't know what Good Friday is. They just know it's a holiday, and the name is Good Friday, so it doesn't signify anything wrong, anything bad happened that day. So my mother, she called me up, she's like, oh, happy Good Friday to you, after marriage, first year, you celebrate everything. I was like, no, mom, there is nothing happy about it, And then I made a joke about it, how I told her, there's nothing happy about it. So then she goes, she didn't say that, but I make a joke about it, how she goes like, oh, thank you, you told me, very good. Now I will call up your in-laws and I will say, so sorry to hear about Jesus Christ. So that's how jokes just happen. And some things are observational, like we call people of color and how I don't like that term. And I'm like, okay, let's call these other people of no color. So these are just little observational things that happen and you just roll with it.
Can you describe the challenges of making people laugh, especially when you are going through personal challenges yourself?
These are two different things, right? Like, you just have to go and work, you have to go out there and do the work you do. In fact, when you love what you do, it actually makes you forget your personal challenges. That's the beauty of doing what you do. Like, when my father passed away, I have written a joke about it also. But when he passed away, I had a gig booked 4 days after he passed away, and I went and did it because what else was I supposed to do? Sit at home and cry? He doesn't want that. He would be like, what are you doing? I'm not going to come back to life if you sit at home and cry. So I think I think whatever is happening in your life, you know, that is apart from what you do. So it's just, you just go with the flow.
What message do you want your audience to take away?
I want my audience to, who are watching right now, to support live comedy, to support live arts, you know, because we as artists, people don't understand, we work so hard. You know, you want your children to be doctors, to be lawyers, architects, or, you know, whatever coding and all that thing that is happening, you know, AI. But I think artists feed your soul. You know, if your child comes and tells you, I want to be an artist, I want to be an actor, I want to be a musician, I want to be a comedian, get behind them. You know, let them follow their dreams. Let them, because that's what fulfills them, right? You just can't take that away from them just because, you know, it's not lucrative. It's not lucrative because you people sit at home and you don't come out and watch us. You know, you got to come out, you got to watch us, you got to support live comedy, live music. Like Melbourne International Comedy Festival is coming now. So you go out, watch shows, support new artists, new people.
How do you stay motivated and creative in an industry that can be demanding and competitive?
I think motivation just comes on its own when you love doing something. Like, what makes you get out of bed? That's what I want to do. Like, everything is behind that. There's a goal, there's a mission, there's, so that is the motivation. There are so many comedians these days, and they are so funny. So many people are so funny. You always feel like, oh my God, yes, I have to be better. I have to get better. I have to get better. Not in a comparative way, but like, you know, it just pushes you to push the boundary and get better than.
What are your goals and aspirations as a stand up comedian?
Well, I would love to perform in a theater, big theater, fill it up, 1,000 seater, you know, fill it up. And I would love for people to queue outside the theater to come and watch me. You know, that's my aspiration. A Netflix special would be good. A next Netflix series as an actor, that's a big tick, you know. Everyone like has a thing, and I think I just love making people laugh. So as many people as I can make laugh, it's such a wonderful thing. I think it's just amazing.
What is your stage name?
It is Aarti Vincent. You can follow me on Instagram, which you have to, Aarti underscore Vincent. Aarti is spelled AARTI. Hi, this is Aarti Vincent, and you're watching Good Day India.